Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-July 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. What is going on? The overall energy for the reading, the Hermit. I think you're trying to go within. I'm not sure how well it's working yet, but I do see at some point you're managing to do just that, because you're starting from a place of up here, like crazy up here, and then it dims down. Starting off the reading, you get the Seven of Wands crossed by the Eight of Swords, and you're trying your best to not go here. But when you try your best to not go here, that's where you're going. In your focus, the Nine of Wands, really trying to distract yourself from going and thinking about a particular direction. It's like it's like me telling you to stop thinking about a white elephant. What are you going to think about? You know, it's the same thing. The more you try to not do it, the more you'll go in that direction. In the recent past, the Two of Swords, this started for you a while ago, where something started popping into your mind, and ever since it's like a freaking tornado that just kind of swipes you off your feet and gets you in that direction, no matter how much you try to fight it. In your strength, the Page of Swords. Okay, slowly but surely, you're kind of starting to come back from that swirl of thoughts over something here. Juno, you're very unsettled. Excuse me. In the immediate future, the Emperor, you're coming back to a sense of balance within yourself. You're actually looking like you're instantly stepping into your power there. Supporting this reading, the Nine of Cups, bringing it back to your heart, bringing yourself back in the present moment, definitely helps you kind of reach a sense of internal happiness, you know, like peace. Finally, this is not going at 100 miles an hour anymore. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're stepping back into your heart, basically, from up here down to your heart. In your hopes and fears, the King of Wands. I feel like you're trying to reconnect with things that bring you that instant happiness, that instant, you know, it's almost looking like hobby. Either going in that direction of your own hobbies or finding your hobbies, things that you're passionate about, you know. In the potential outcome, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, again, a sense of stability is being brought back into play for you. Good, man, you started off a little rough. I was like, where are we going with this one? Okay, let's clarify. Let's do the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know what gets you back in here, into your heart. I don't even care at this point. I'm glad that it's happening. Because it was danger territory there. Your mind was trying to really take over. And I think it did for a split second, and then you brought it back. You're like, okay. Let's breathe. Let's connect back to the present moment. That's what's going to bring us back to our heart. And then we're good to go. And that's exactly what I think is happening here. For the Seven of Wands, you get the Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Hermit. Okay, yeah. It's in connection to another energy, and that's where your focus went, on that other energy. And that's why you got lost up here. I wonder what they're doing, when they're doing it, who they're doing it with, why they're doing it. And it all went south from there for you. For the Eight of Swords, There's a tornado forming. For the Eight of Swords, you get the Seven of Cups, the Devil, the Tower. Lots of unhealthy types of energies here that have to do only with this. You know, potential obsessive behavior, addictive, who the hell knows? All sorts of things running through your head there. Attached to your insecurities, self-worth, doubts, fears, all of it at once. And it was brought by, again, that connection to another energy. Let's do the Nine of Wands in your focus. You get the Four of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Fool. And then ending it on a note of, my focus is going to be to not go there, to not focus on them, to not focus on the fact that I feel that I want to go there. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's try to focus on everything that could keep my mind away from this. And I don't know. I think it backfired big time. But for the Two of Swords in the recent past, you get the Sun, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups. Yeah, it started a minute ago, where you probably started from an innocent little energy or question of, how do I manage to bring us together in such a way that it brings happiness into my life? I think it started with a little bit of that. And then it went places for you. Your mind took you places. To past traumas, to whatever happened, whatever they did that they shouldn't have done, and they did it anyway. And, you know, who knows? You've been places here. What's up, baby girl? What's going on? What is going on? You guys are unsettled, huh? In a minute or two. Don't do that here. No, we're not doing head bumps to Juno's butt on the tarot table, because there's no room for that. And I know it'll escalate. No. Yeah, I know. You want head bumps. You want attention. I know, baby girl. I know, sweet girl. Let's do the Page of Swords. In your strength, the Knight of Swords, the Justice card, the Eight of Pentacles. You're focused on something that seems to be quite stable and clear into your life, which I don't know what that is, but you're starting to focus in that direction, and that actually is starting to bring you back into a sense of balance. Okay. Slowly but surely. I don't even think it's intentional, but then it becomes quite intentional. It's like, okay, this is helping. Okay, let me focus on this. For the Emperor in the immediate future, you get the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the World card. What is this? You're closing off a cycle, but it looks to be good. The fact that you're closing it and whatever is opening up after the cycle. It just gives you a sense of new, something new. I don't think you're pursuing something new necessarily, but it's coming into play for you. And it's giving you a sense of perspective, a sense of, you know, I feel so much better. And I feel, it feels new because you stepped away from these energies that you were probably feeling at some point that you're stuck in. And now it just feels fresh, you know? You're coming up with, but it's like an overnight switch for you. For the Nine of Cups, don't apply the same methods to this though. Different energy, but same methods. Don't go there. For the Nine of Cups, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Five of Swords. And now that you feel good in these energies, you want to hang on to them tightly and never let them go. No, it's energy. Let it pass. It'll shift. It's okay. I know the intention here is to feel so stable within you because you don't want to go back to the craziness up here. Then just don't go back there. But don't hang on to these energies so tightly. It's the same thing as you fighting against not thinking about the freaking white elephant. You know what I mean? So Try to let energy pass. Yeah, feel good about it. Yeah, stay in that as much as possible, but don't hang on to that energy there. Like, but I want to feel like this forever. I don't want that. Don't be scared of it. You'll go back there if you're scared of it. Just let it all pass. Acknowledge that, hey, I've been on a little bit of a trip here. But also acknowledge that you're the one that has the power to take yourself out of there, because you did. You just did. So let energy flow. Don't hang on to it. Don't reject it. Don't hang on to it. It's the same principle as rejecting it when you hang on to it. For the Queen of Cups, in the hidden energies, you get the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, the King of Cups. Those are my contacts. Don't play with them. Stop it. Okay. May I help you with anything? Attention? Yes, I can give you attention. No? Okay. Thank you very much. Come back soon. Queen of Cups. There's still, I mean, you're coming back to your heart the more you fall into these energies, and when you come back to your heart, you realize how you truly feel about that situation over there, and you're showing me a lot of love attached to that, but a sense of, I gotta put this behind me. But it's not that easy. Understandable. Understandable. It just took you for a ride, so it has quite the power over you if it took you for this kind of a ride. You know, so there's still some healing to be done there. It's not going to be easy to just put it behind you or anything like that. For the King of Wands, in your hopes and fears, you get the Strength card, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands. This is looking like one of those energies when, you know, you go through something quite nasty, but then you feel way better, and you feel like, but there's one more thing that I gotta say, or I gotta do in that direction. One last thing, you know? It's looking a little bit like that. And it's like, why would you do that? You just came back into a sense of, I feel so much better. Why would you open that back up so soon after? Because just because you feel better for 5 minutes, you think that, okay, I overcame that. If you still feel the need to say something, say a month from now, okay, do it. But a month from being under the same energy of stability and balance, you know, that you managed to bring yourself back in, okay. You know, if you feel you still need to say that. But I know this energy, because we've all been there, you know, where you're going through hell for months, and then for 5 minutes you feel so good. But I need to tell them one last thing. Why? Tell them, but tell them later. They're still gonna be there. Nobody's, you know, it's I don't know. It feels like it's too soon. It's coming from a sense of excitement because you feel so much better, which you should feel excited because you feel better. Just don't jeopardize that. For the King of Pentacles, for the potential outcome, you get the Death card, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you're showing up with the sense of, look, I made up my mind, I know what I want, and I want to close this off, actually. But, you know, stop it with the tail. And I want to close this off, actually, so I feel like I'm in a good place to decide that and to want that and to probably put it out there. At that point in time, probably yes, because you're not coming from a place of excitement in which you're saying, oh my God, I feel so much better after 5 minutes. You're coming from a place in which energy is grounded, you had plenty of time to sit with everything and to, okay. At that time, I don't even see you feeling the need to put it out there necessarily. It's more coming through as an energy in which you acknowledge that I'm in a place in which I think I'm ready to close this off. Okay. Yeah, time is of the essence here, you know. Whether you choose to give it to yourself or not over this, it's going to be up to you, but time is of the essence for sure with this one. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The King of Swords, the World card, the Empress. You do want to close off a cycle here. just allow yourself plenty of space and time to do it from a clear mind, you know. Don't think that if for 5 minutes you've got clarity and you feel so good and you're way better than you were 5 minutes ago, don't think that's enough time to have that energy of clarity settle. You know, give yourself time. That energy ain't going anywhere that you need to close off. It's yours to close off. It's coming with you wherever you are, however long it takes you to get there. Nobody's rushing you here. If in 1 month you feel like, yeah, I want to close this off, close it off in a month, you know. Again, give yourself plenty of time here. The Soul's Journey Oracle, let's see what you get. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Ooh, those are big words over there. Let's see. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because this is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you, and only you, can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.